if you feel out of control with food and your cravings, it's not another diet or strict routine that's going to fix it for you. It's a different approach. Now, if you haven't watched all of my Cut Cravings in 3 Day video, definitely check that out up above. But I want to tell you what it's actually going to take to move forward from this terrible relationship you have with food, where you're constantly thinking about it, where you feel like you have no control and you just don't know what to do moving forward. So now that you have gone through 3 days of understanding why you are craving the foods that you're craving, eating them, and start dissecting how it is that your body is responding, you might want to know, what are your next steps? So the biggest thing that I want you to know is this is going to take time. This is not a quick sell. This is not a sexy and aesthetic, like lose 20 pounds in 10 days kind of thing. This is something that you are going to take moving forward for the rest of your life. The foundation you set now is the foundation that is going to build the healthy life that you want and crave moving forward, where you have control, where you can be one of the lucky ones that knows when to stop eating, that has control over their food, that doesn't crave the junk food or doesn't crave the bad things, or can just stop after a bite or after one serving. You are able to do that. The only reason that you feel you can't is because you are listening to outside sources telling you to cut certain foods, to be super strict, that you have to say no. When it's like following a bodybuilder diet that you're about to step on stage for when you are nowhere near being a bodybuilder or don't even want to be. So this is for real life, moving forward, having results, and having them stick. So what you're going to do is take this experimental approach for the next 30 days. It's not strict. It's not like a MyFitnessPal where you're tracking every single thing that you're eating. It's writing down your meals throughout the day, understanding why you're feeling a certain way, why you're craving certain foods, how you're responding, how you're feeling, things like that. And if you want kind of an outline for that, definitely subscribe to my newsletter down below and you'll get access to my Healthy Starter Kit, which has a breakdown of a tracker sheet that is actually from my food experiment. So go ahead and track that, grab that down below. You can just write it out on a notebook or print out a bunch of them on a piece of paper. Or if you want an actual workbook, I do have these on Amazon and I'll have that link down below. But the point of the food experiment is, with an experiment, there's no success or failure. There's just an outcome. And with that outcome, you get to decide what it is you want to do with it. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to toss it? Do you want to try something new? But it ultimately puts you back in control of your life and gives you the final say of how you want life to go. And by tracking your food for 30 days, and not just tracking it, but asking yourself, like, how much sleep did you get? Do you have any stressors for the day? How did you feel throughout the day? Did you have enough energy? What's a favorite meal that you had and why? And then, did you stress eat at all? Did you have any snacks? What time did you have snacks? When did you have your food? Did you follow a specific recipe? Once you have 30 days of that, you have 30 days of information that you can look back on. Because again, we are looking at this as an experiment. We are gathering data. We are starting to look at it not as a personal, like, I can't control myself, I can't stop craving things, I can't stop overeating. Once you take yourself out of it and just start looking at it as a whole, you're able to better understand why you're feeling certain ways, why you're doing this a certain way, and then you can move forward with your life. And after 30 days, you're going to have a nice baseline of foods that work really well for you, of kind of healthier or better backups for you when you are stressed out or on days that you don't get enough sleep. And then you can start addressing and adjusting your life accordingly. Now, if you do want a little bit more support and even a bigger outside view, I do have a few one-on-one coaching calls where in 30 minutes, we're going to break down exactly where you're at, where you want to go, and then what the next steps for that are going to be. Because the biggest thing with making changes for your life long term is that they are small and sustainable. It is not throwing everything out of your kitchen and starting fresh and not eating anything ever again that you are craving, not having sweets, not having dairy, none of that. It's slowly realizing why your body is craving certain things, how your body responds to it, and then you get to decide. Here's some examples that can come from it. It's not, again, what other people are telling you, it's what your body is telling you. So maybe you realize that on days where you don't sleep very well, you drink more coffee. But when you drink more coffee, your anxiety goes up, your heart rate goes up, and you don't drink enough water. So on days that you don't get a lot of sleep, maybe you have a glass of water before your coffee and try and drink your coffee slower. That's an example, and that works for you. Maybe the protein powder that you're getting doesn't make you feel very good, and you're starting to understand that that's what it is, rather than some of the other foods that you were eating. So you get a different protein powder and that sits better with you. Maybe you realize that the afternoon snack you have during the day is just something that you mindlessly eat and you're not actually hungry. So you try cutting that out and you actually do start to see weight loss happening because you're not just mindlessly eating and it's not something that you actually wanted throughout the day. Or you realize that you are really hungry halfway through the day and it's not because you haven't gotten enough sleep. It's not because you are super stressed out. It's because, oh my gosh, I started running and that is making me crave a little bit more. So I'm going to have an afternoon snack and I feel a lot better and I have a lot more energy. Do you see what happens when you start tracking things and understand how you're feeling and what's going on? You get to make the adjustments and see what happens and start seeing progress moving forward. This is not something that you are going to lose a lot of weight with. This is not something that you are going to see big improvements in the gym for. This is something that you are going to start building and having a baseline so that when life gets hard and things come up inevitably, you have something to fall back on. You have an understanding of how you respond to stress and what foods you eat and how you sleep and how that affects your day and how you want to move and lift weights in the gym and just feel better. So again, start with the food experiment. You can get a free 1-page downloadable by joining my newsletter down below. If you want more support and somebody to, again, outside view, give you some starting points on how to build that healthy baseline and where to go from there, definitely book a call down below. 30 minutes. We'll get everything situated, answer all of your questions, and make sure that you are confident and solid in this. Because when it comes down to it, you know what to do. You have just been silencing yourself for far too long to really understand why you are craving certain things and why your body is responding the way that it is. If you are wanting long-term success and long-term health, this is how it happens. And it's going to be slow and it's going to take time, but it is a tool that you are going to take with you moving forward and for the healthy life that you want forever. So congratulations. Thank you so much for doing this 3-day cutting cravings challenge. And I look forward to seeing you in the newsletter diary, on the YouTube channel, and moving forward. Hopefully I will see you on a coaching call as well. So have a great day and we'll talk soon. Bye.